What's up, guys? Another episode. I am hellbent on finishing this shit today, which, looking back at my track record, not the best idea, probably. But you know what? I'm confident, I'm prepared, and I'm tired. God damn it. What happened last time? The best fucking animation in the entire game. Tops the intro, tops the whole Mia attack thing. God, I love it. God, it was so good. We went to the formal and shit. It was so beautiful. God, Mia punched Ben. She's gone now, out of the picture. And where are we now? Well, I don't know. We're doing this now. I'm still sick as a dog. God damn it. Don't know how many more of these we have left, honestly. This could be the last one. Maybe 2 more episodes. Who knows? But it's Christmas Day at the Payne household. A tiny, tinny holiday tune plays from a nearby radio as we work in the snow. Fresh white powdery snow crunches loudly underfoot, and our knitted mittens work to pile in compact heaps of the fluffy powder. Taking a step back, I look over the 5 different piles of snow we've gathered from the yard. The loud chatter of teeth drawing nearer signals Damien's return. He must be done collecting the sticks we need. Ugh. Vinny, you got the arms here?
Sweet. I just need to get some twigs so I can make our mouths just right, too.
The younger boy finally stands and marches through the now muddy grass in the yard.
Bro, Inky, you two start on the bodies. I'll make the heads.
Damien salutes at his brother's orders, and we all start on finishing Vinny's project before it gets too cold. Well, I'm fine with the new mittens and scarf. The brothers are nearly freezing themselves for Vinny's art, which at least motivates them to complete the 5 figures in the time it'd take to finish a single one. Originally, Vinny begged me to make a snowman in his stead, but he got ahead of himself and ended up with an artistic vision of a whole family of snow people modeled after the family. And I would have had to do it all by myself. Randy decided he had enough of all yard-related tasks being delegated to me this season. At least we have the promise of lunch. Livia's hard at work in the kitchen. No, I've made a few snowmen in my day, but never snow dinos. I don't know how that works. The tails are easy enough. What's not easy is the beaks. As powerful as Christmas magic is, it is no match for basic physics. Damien tries making a very tall one to resemble Liz. It ends up crumbling under its own weight and falling over right in his face. After so long, I actually do manage to get the snoots just right. It's just a matter of how you pack it together. Makes sense. Probably use stick like rebar. It's cute. Look at that. And before long, there's a nice little group of snow dinos for each of the Paynes. Olivia's is special. It was sprawled out flat, like she'd always lay in her bed. I see Olivia judging from the window. It's a playful glare that knows I'm right, but demands satisfaction for the hazing. Satisfaction by combat.
Hold on, it's not quite finished yet.
Vinny quickly begins forming another frosty figure next to Snow Olivia. Soon enough, it begins taking a humanoid shape, though lacking any significant details, like you.
Inky, can I borrow your shades?
Oh, sure. Handing in my shades, the little dino presses the hinges straight into its head. There. Now it's everyone. Aww. Aww. I'll let Ink Sickle keep those for now. I think it's about time to head back inside. Your Damien's frills might break off if we stay out here any longer. He has another backup pair, goddammit. I wave the brothers towards the door, and they run ahead in search of warmth. For a moment, I consider adding some finer dinosaur-related detailing, but I also don't want to keep Olivia waiting. I make my way inside, making sure to stamp the snow off my boots beforehand. By the time I see them, Damien and Vinny have already changed into dry clothes. The jackets they had worn, designer-made and thoroughly insulated for the cold, hung heavily on the coat rack nearby. I knew they'd be good gifts, especially for Vinny. I'll remind them how to clean the jackets later. The brothers sit on the couch, wrapped in down blankets and sipping hot chocolate way too quickly. It was 30 seconds. How'd you get changed that fast? We're just trying to freeze to death as little as possible. Wasn't that bad. It says the agarthoid. What? That's not a slur, is it? In any case, I'd rather not get the couch all wet, so I'll just have to stand for now. Agarthoid? What the fuck is that? At the very least, Damien gestures to the thermos of hot chocolate and spare mug on the coffee table. Aw, After yanking my new handmade mittens, I pour myself a cup and savor the heat as my fingers regain feeling. Soon enough, the familiar sound of rubber on hardwood signals Olivia's arrival. First thing she notices is the two Payne brothers clumped together on the couch. You two look like you're having fun.
Yeah. You see the snow guys we built? We made one that kind of looks like you.
I saw. I'm flattered. And I just finished lunch. You hungry? I could smell it ever since I entered. The well-seared meat and veggies had a tantalizing aroma. Ever since she came over to visit that one time, I've been dying to try her cooking again. Absolutely. I think I'll stay here for now. Damien, I'm offering you food. No, sir. Not getting out of this chair. Vinny takes the cue from his elder and follows his example, crossing his arms and smugly holding his chin up in defiance. You guys suck. Olivia motions me towards the kitchen, and I take one last sip of the cocoa before joining her. She ladles me a bowl, explaining all the intricacies of the special way she learned to make this from Sophia. Though she never would tell me the secret Payne seasoning that she used to further enhance the taste of all her cooking, I carefully set the bowls on a large tray, and hand the tray to Olivia, who sets it carefully across her armrests. Our meal set, Olivia's holler for food shakes the house to its foundation. Sophia and Randy meet us as I wheel Olivia into the living room, and they're looking well rested for their afternoon nap. Thank you, Olivia. It looks fantastic. Olivia smiles and sets the tray down on the coffee table so she can start passing the bowls out one by one. With a flick of his tail, Vinny turns on the television, already set to a sports channel, and playing a hockey match. Randy takes a noisy slurp of the broth, licking his chops after. Fuck. Tastes fantastic, too! Enjoy the stew so we can have the real Christmas treats. Real Christmas treats? When Olivia sees my confused look, she simply smiles and shakes her head. The rest of the Paynes look excited, though, and start voraciously slurping down their stew. Following their example, I abandon my spoon and take up my bowl and bring it to my lips. Just the right mixture of salty and spicy. Veggies, meat, and creamy broth. I need to make stew. It goes down smooth. As much as I want to savor my first sip, the others already drank up most of their meal. So I too greedily slurp down the meal until I can set my empty bowl back down on the serving tray in satisfaction. Aw, man, that really hits the spot, Olivia. Looking around, Olivia isn't in the room anymore. Olivia? Where'd she go?
Give her a moment, Inko. She's just fetching some things.
I can only guess the treats based on how Vinny is vibrating the entire couch with his excitement. Alright, wouldn't be Christmas without these. These? Looking to be a tray filled with some oddly shaped chocolates. Olivia wheels herself next to me, so I take the tray from her armrest. She smiles and gracefully tosses herself beside me onto the couch. Looking down at the tray again, the treats look like bundles of sticks held together by their sugary coating. They're called haystacks, Inko. Try one, you'll love it. Pop one of the smaller bundles in my mouth, chewing on the sweet and salty homemade candy. Marshmallow, butterscotch, and chow mein noodles. What? What the fuck? I hold up one of the uncovered sticks to inspect it. It's an older tradition, so I'm not surprised you don't know it, Inko. I take a couple more and pass the tray to Damien. They are quite delicious. Olivia plucks one of the pieces from my hand and pops it in her mouth, crunching the candy to oblivion. Just like the stew, the tray of haystacks is devoured rapidly too. Randy seeks further into his recliner, drawing his wife onto his lap with a surprised yelp from her. She shakes her head and settles behind him, looking over everyone else with a content smile. This is what the holidays are all about.
Candy?
Family, son.
About being with the ones we love most, Vincent.
And candy. The young boy considers her words, and comes to his own conclusion.
Well, I love candy, so we should have more.
He looks to Olivia, who snorts at his logic. I'll make more later, okay?
Sweet.
Knowing now that there will be more Christmas candy, the young dino's eyes focus on the hockey game playing. On screen, the hockey puck is finally hit into the net. The shot is replayed a couple of times from different angles, all the while the professional commentators talk about the college teams. While they mainly focus on the players' game efforts, the commentators also highlight the players' plans and degrees, which reminds me of what's to come soon. Going back to school next week. Don't remind me, Inko. It's the last semester before graduation, and we're free to go do whatever, college, jobs. Vinny will finally have a room all to himself.
Oh, that's true. Once you guys go, it'll just be Vinny here to keep us company. All my kids are growing up.
Don't worry, Ma. Way ahead of you. I'll fail all my classes now just for you. Not if you know what's fucking good for you. It'll be strange seeing this place quiet for once. It's been pretty lively this year. I'll have to enjoy it while it lasts. It's all 6 months before we even graduate, guys.
Yeah. Plus, I still don't have any real plans yet.
School's probably going to be bothering us a whole lot about applying to colleges, starting now. Wait, you have no plans at all? Olivia shrugs.
I know what I want to do, obviously. But compared to Liz, she has the next decade of her life planned out. Fuck, maybe more.
Liz just goes above and beyond. As for me, I don't really fucking know either. Maybe college, but I'm open to other options. It's a good thing we have half a year to figure it out still. Yeah. Damien stands up with a sly grin, marching back to the tiny Christmas tree in the corner. All the gifts had been unwrapped, but some of the presents were still beneath it, awaiting the pains to make room in their house for them. He scoops up something and comes back to the couch. I see it's a new retro console. I still can't wrap my head around the concept. Why would you want a console? Why wouldn't you want a console from the latest generation? Yo, leave the future to the future. We still gotta try all the presents.
First game dibs!
I can't stop my smile spreading, even though I know Damien is only trying to change the subject. Someone nips my shoulder. I wonder who. Hey, sup?
We're forgetting someone. I want to give Guts his Christmas breakfast.
Olivia pushes herself to the edge of the couch seat, but before she can set her knees down on the floor, she pauses and turns her eyes my way.
Inko, could you help me?
Yeah. Do you want your chair? She shakes her head no and then holds her arms out. Motherfucker asking for uppies. I can feel my face heat up as I comprehend what she really wants. Don't you normally walk around your knees on the house? Just fucking do it. The rest of her family looks amused as I slide one arm beneath her legs and the other around her back. Olivia further secures herself by wrapping her arm over my shoulder. Lifting her up is slowly becoming muscle memory, though my gait to her room still feels awkward and wobbly. Olivia doesn't mind it though, as she smiles contentedly the entire time. Yes, that's going to be the thumbnail. Fuck you. Once her tiny minion is properly fed, his righteous Christmas feast, Olivia and I sit together on her bed and just hold each other. Hollering the rest of the family is thankfully muted by her walls, and we finally have the quiet time I know she was looking for. My hand caresses her back, drawing out her sweet bellowing purrs as she leans more and more against me. As we relax for a time, I recall I stuffed something in my pocket for her. She pouts and nips my arm as I draw away from her. Let go of me. I got something for you. She grunts and releases her hostage. I pull the small box from my pocket, still neatly wrapped in shiny violet paper and topped with an emerald bow. She sits up and accepts the present, tilting an eyebrow.
Why the wait? You could have given this to me when we were opening all the presents.
Yeah, this one's special. Come on, open it. Olivia carefully tears the wrapping off the box and lifts the cover. Inside is a neatly folded sheet of cloth. Olivia pinches it to bring it out. It unfolds into its true shape. A stylized tail brace, meant for support and warmth. It only required commissioning Liz for the pattern, and Sophia just needed the material to put it together. Aww. Motion for her tail, which she delicately sets in my hand. I noticed after our dance it really took a toll on you. For a few days, your tail was so scratched up and sore you didn't want to use it for anything at all. Even now I can feel the hot and tender muscles beneath her scales. With all the care necessary, I slide the fashionable accessory over her tail. The elastic bands within are already working, distributing a comforting pressure across her entire tail, and causing Olivia to coo happily as she relaxes further on her bed. So, it won't be so rough on you next time. It takes a moment for Olivia to process my words. Her expression of contentment slowly changes to one of surprise, and then a gentle smile. Next time? That'd be nice. Yeah, you guys still got prom and shit, don't you? Homecoming, unless that was homecoming. Homecoming's in October, so it would have passed. Is it not October? I don't know. The twitch of her cheek doesn't escape my sight. Olivia, you okay?
Yeah, just...
Oh. She chews her lip for a moment to think. Is it something bad?
Oh, no, it's silly. I guess I just felt, I don't know, guilty for a second.
Her fingers wring her blanket. Guilty? What for?
It's... At some point while I was making the fountain painting, I was resting when I remembered something. When I was a lot younger, I would occasionally go to these physical therapy appointments. There were some other kids like me, actually maybe 3 or 4 years old. One of them was able to waddle a bit with his tail, and almost everyone was excited that he could manage with that. But the other kid's tail was too short. He was stuck on all fours still. So it's a miracle I even could do what I did. But, it made me think, and I eventually found videos of someone dancing like that with her tail. Someone like me, Unlucky enough to have this issue, but lucky enough so that I can still move around a bit on my own. But what about the others, like that boy? What would they think after seeing us dance? It's been on my mind ever since I started practicing.
Olivia clears her throat and looks at me with a sadness permeating from her moonshade eyes.
That's what gave me the idea, but... should I have? I feel like somehow I shouldn't have, but I did it because I love you. It confuses me.
What do those kids think? You ever see them again? She shakes her head. What about anyone else like you? What do they think?
I don't know.
Wouldn't any of them be happy to have what you have? So many of them can't ever do something like that.
I guess, but still. This'll sound dumb, but it still feels like I'm somehow betraying something. Or maybe insulting. I could only dance because I was just able enough to use an appendage just long and strong enough to allow it. I guess I feel like I'm mocking them. I'm the luckiest unlucky person. I get the occasional glimpse at normalcy. I may as well not even be called disabled since I'm such an outlier.
I thought you didn't ever want to be.
I know.
Her face falls and her entire maw trembles. I don't have any answers for her. How could I? It's not some strange exception case because a bunch of crazy variables. And that's why I love her. She's Olivia, and I love her because she's Olivia. My hand set her tail down in her lap so that they can cup one of her cheeks and tilt her head upward. Looking into those beautiful silver irises, my whispered words carry my honest feelings for her to clearly hear. Hey, I catch you this because I love you. No other reason. If you don't want to use it in any particular way, nobody's going to make you, okay? And certain her eyes still exist, but as her lips rise and her eyelids soften, I can see that sorrow subsumed by comforting love.
Okay.
She leans into my palm and sighs softly.
That's a good enough reason for now.
Olivia starts running her hand across her tail's garment.
It's pretty.
Thanks. It's tailor-made just for you.
I like it a lot. Thanks for the gift and caring and being there for me, and...
Olivia's comments dissolve into mumbling, affectionate words about me as she pushes herself onto my chest, wrapping her arms tightly around my body and her tail around my leg.
I love you, Winko.
I love you too, Olivia. I draw her even closer with my own arms, burying my face into her hair as I cradle the girl against me. Eventually, we'll show off Olivia's newest gift. But for now, she wants to be held, and I want to hold her. Come January, the new semester starts. The final semester, and the break, and New Year, provides a nice start to the end. Even Ben seemed to be bouncing back. Contrary to his fears, it was business as usual once the break ended. Sure, there was the occasional rumor or whisper, but they were vastly overshadowed. Classes pass, and the weather finally starts getting warmer again. It really felt like a victory lap compared to how turbulent the first half of the year was. Livia in particular decided she lived here for too long without exploring much, so she got a new fire in her to see the city inside and out. We got to see it all. Art galleries, grand luxurious malls, underground tunnel systems, and the local state parks. Just seeing, well, about everything the city had to offer. We even went back to visit that arcade a few times. And that brings us here. From a public school standpoint, I consider it our final destination. Not the last class or graduation itself, or even the after party. Olivia and I skipped to cuddle at my place. Oh, they graduated. I had something better in mind. Something I'd always wanted to do since my folks moved here. And finally, I was able to make a plan and put it into action. Oh, so this might be the end. Liz's hatchback barrels down the freeway. The trunk is completely packed for the week-long trip ahead of us. Not driving, though. The location is shockingly close. Olivia holds my arm close, and jittering a bit in anticipation.
I'd always heard about this place, but I've never actually seen it. I have once. It was in elementary school, but it was a blast.
Did you get to go surfing?
No, and I don't plan to.
What about you, Inko? You down for hanging 10? Yep, maybe. Although I'd rather avoid a burial at sea. It actually does scare me a bit. Yeah, water's scary. Pussy. I mentioned we got to explore everything the city had to offer. It wasn't exactly true. There's one place I've been avoiding having to mention, just for the occasion. Something we'd all talked about together and decided to save for very last. And we're getting ever closer as Liv drives us onto a humongous concrete bridge jutting across the shore. Our fifth passenger speaks up. I'd actually briefly consider setting up a senior trip down here.
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't. I would have resigned from the treasurer on the spot.
It never would have filed, yeah, especially with the audit. Everyone shut up! I see it! All of us lean forward, trying to get a glimpse of our destination. Just off the coast of the city, there's an island. You know how the city is called Volcaldera Bluffs? Well, I'd seen the bluffs. I just haven't seen the caldera, or the fall. The island hosts both. Manuahi it's called, and Kawela Okekai Ikalani. And Kawela, Okekai, Ikalani being the three volcanoes making up the archipelago. With its lush natural forestry, the island was labeled a national park. Every last plant here grew of its own accord, creating a wild jungle that beautifully engulfs every section of life here. All the way up towards the mountain peak, where numerous hiking trails lead to a scenic view of the dormant volcano, as well as a panoramic of the island itself. Then there's the small yet bustling town that sits just above the golden sand beaches, where the aquatic dino inhabitants make their real living. Aquatic dinos? Huh. So many unique boutiques here, full to bursting with handmade trinkets that perfectly capture the island's community. And then there were the few resorts, such as the ones we were staying at, nestled on the foothills to give tourists the best views possible. Our connected suites face towards the towering mountain, with our shared balcony providing us a view almost directly of the largest dormant volcano. It was the perfect setup there, not only with the well-padded lawn chairs, but even a built-in grill for Olivia and Damien to fight over. I step out of the shower and start drying off with a towel. All day today we got to see the many sights the island has to offer. True to his word, Damien's priority was surfing lessons. He'll be down at the shore every day this week for a few hours. Olivia tells me dinos can't get sunburned, but I swear he seemed a little redder this afternoon. Speaking of which, Olivia offered to handle my sunscreen treatment. I don't know which of us was more eager. Me, for avoiding the harsh sun rays, or Olivia, who looked elated at the idea of being handsy with me. While she did a good job, I felt the need for a sun-based guts tattoo was too much. At first, we all hung together, checking out the shops and restaurants we wanted to visit. But after Damien ran off on his own, we started to disperse and go on our own adventures. Liz found a place that would give her a full neck massage. Ben became engrossed in the cultural side of the island, taking a foot tour through the history of Manuahi. And Olivia and I decided to hang out at a luau, sampling the bonfire cooked meats while watching a lively fire dance show. Just one last thing tonight. If you ask me, it's the most important part. I exit the bathroom in a fresh set of clothes. Outside, the sky is beginning to darken. The sun is riding along the edge of the monolithic husk of the volcano. That's why I picked this resort. It's on a better view in the States. Olivia lazes around on one of the larger beds. She sips an exotic juice cocktail and flips through a travel magazine. Took you long enough? Were you sampling every damn soap they have in there? Yeah, I'm just thorough. If I'd known you'd take half an hour, I would have gone first. It's about time to meet up. Taking the spot beside her, I see Olivia's phone resting on her stomach. How'd the call with your dad go? The older baryonyx had called just as we got back to her room, which is why I got first dibs on the shower. We would have talked longer if I had known you wanted to drain all of the hotel's water. He's good though. Said he'd try to come by summer's end. That'd be pretty awesome. And we could have another pool party at Damien's. Anyway, how long till everyone's back? Soon. So, I'm gonna go clean up now. Relax, I can wait. Olivia sets herself on the well-cleaned carpet and starts marching to the bathroom. Nah, you go ahead and set up. Hold on. She picks out a soda from the mini fridge and flicks the door shut with her hip. The can's drained and crumbled in seconds, and she gives me the piece of litter. Wow, treasure. Yep. I'll come find you guys when I'm done, alright? Sure. The door clicks behind her, and I start making preparations. I pick up our room's phone and dial the number for room service. A brief phone call later, and the order is placed for some pizzas. 3 pepperoni, and 1 with anchovy. It's set to deliver to my next destination. I find the mini cooler I brought and fill it with ice and more sodas from the fridge. And lastly, the fridge sodas are expensive, Inca. What the fuck is wrong with you? And lastly is my camera bag and tripod, which I sling over my shoulder. Carrying everything, I step out of the bungalow into the fresh, humid air. There's a huge shared balcony nearby, intended for parties and equipped for buffets. To my luck, the whole place is vacant, so I may claim to the table closest to the edge. From there, the whole town below sits in view of us. I notice it's layered from tropical jungle to civilization to beachfront. Across the water, the city is still visible, near enough to remind us we're close to home, but far enough to feel like we're in another world. It's a lot to take in, and I let my breath out and inhale deeply. I have to make the most of this while it lasts. Setting the mini cooler down on the floor near the wall, I spend the next few minutes gazing out over the views of the island. It's hard to look away, and I'm already getting ideas for where we could go next. But I have a task to perform first, and I set my camera and tripod in the ideal location, retrieving my new remote. Ah, hey, there you are! Turning around, I saw Damien approaching me with a quickened pace. I almost flinch until he walks right past me, stopping next to the mini cooler and patting the top of it as he fetches a can of soda. Don't run away now, you hear? Don't think it'll have much to say back, Damien. Everything on its way? I just ordered pizza. Should be here soon. Cool. At least in 4 hours, number 2 will be out here in a second. Damien drops down on a seat, gnawing at the top of the soda can and drinking its contents. Gnawing the top of the soda can off? Dang, this place is something else, ain't it? Thanks, Inko. No problem. I'm glad we could do something like this. True to Damien's word, Liz strolls out of her bungalow she's sharing with Damien, yawning into her hand. Their heads seem to swing around more than usual.
Oh, I feel amazing. I can't believe I've never tried acupuncture. Everything's just so effortless. It's crazy.
She joins us by the table, continuing to rave about her spa treatment.
Oh, and they were just so coordinated, like a pit stop crew in a race. They called it Aikumula treatment. I think that's my species in their native tongue.
Oh, neat. Actually, I took Olivia down to Little Trudon a while back, and he told us the Japanese word for gator is wani.
I think I've heard that before.
But she's a, Periodics, isn't she? Wait, do alligators exist? There are dinosaurs and... Alright, I'm making it my own headcanon that furries and scalies of all kinds exist in this goddamn universe. Ben is the latest to join us. I check back at the window to my bungalow and see Olivia out of the shower getting ready. Ah, well, that's what she said, but the resemblance is pretty undeniable. Oh, absolutely. In elementary school, whenever teacher did the "see you later, alligator" thing, everyone else would point to her. And that's the game I'm playing next, later, alligator, baby. I mean, I already posted a video, but still. She hated it.
Oi, I know you're not telling anyone about the dark trauma of my past.
Olivia approaches, freshly washed off and carrying quite the payload with her. The J's? Is that all your art stuff? You know vacations are to get away from the work, right?
Shut it, unless you want to wake up tomorrow with a mustache.
I would love that. She moves from the chair to the table facing the balcony and unfolds a travel easel. Atop it, a plaid sketchbook is placed, but Olivia produces a small paint palette instead of any pencil. Right away, she gets to work, starting with a brilliant red near the top of the page.
Don't stare. Keep talking.
Just going on about her days. I checked out a few of the trails just before I got back. Some beautiful stuff around here. You guys should check it out. Oh, hold up! Hold that thought, heck yeah! He points to an approaching pair of dino ladies carrying large trays. Now I want pizza. They set them down on the tables. 4 fresh, steaming pizzas. Liz has to hold Damien back from drilling a hole in the table. Olivia, however, has her attention split between her canvas and the fresh food. But she shakes her head and goes back to it. You don't even want one? Here. I pick a slice up, careful not to drop it, and bring it over to Olivia's mouth. Once she notices, she opens wide and chomps half of it on one mouthful. Alright, now it's a party. Damien springs for some pizza himself, and once we settle in for real, he gets Liz's attention. Yo, Liz, your last year go as you expected? I remember you going on about it just before senior year started.
Oh, no. Not at all. My predictions were way off course. I would never have expected things to turn out like this. But I'm glad it did.
It's been nuts for everyone. I don't think anyone here is the same person they were before. What about you, Inko? What were you expecting as the new guy? That's a good question. Remember when I first stepped off the metro on the first day of school? I wanted to have lots of friends most of all. And actually never made friends before. Not like you guys. Just people I'd known for as long as I was around before I had to move again. It was my goal to get as many as I could. Eh, how'd that go? I didn't know friendship could be so fucking exhausting. But, you know, rewarding too. All the trials and tribulations and everything. I think they were all worth it. Because I made friends with you all. I looked to a certain girl who remained silent, but not inattentive as I catch her own eye staring my way back. And more. So I guess to sum it up, it's been an experience I'd never want to give up, Damien. Despite the ups and downs and twists and turns and dramatic high school drama. Wait, no. I certainly never would have guessed the new student would have been such a wrench in the works. Getting so tangled up in Olivia, Mia, everyone else, main character-ass energy, me. I was in a bad situation, and I'm not anymore. They got it. Things were set in motion from day one, huh? But hey, I'm grateful. Thanks. Yeah, Olivia. Look, I'm tired. Ooh. I'm going around the table and asking for your input one last time. What do you think? She stops brushing and looks me in the eye before turning all the way with a smile.
About the new human student waltzing in and wrecking all of our lives? I'm currently relaxing at a fancy as hell beach resort with some of my favorite people. One of which I thought I'd never be friends with again. Aw, thanks to my boyfriend. For being the main character.
She looks back to me.
Yeah, you did good, soldier. And Damien, I really appreciate you always trying to include me.
Damien brushes the back of his head. He's got nothing to say for once. From there, conversation drifts from topic to topic. Liz in particular got into a bragging competition with Ben when she talked about the colleges she was applying to, and he rebutted with his own lofty goals. Damien pretended to moderate the whole debate before declaring both of them were eggheads. Livia joins in sometimes, but for the most part she focuses on her little project. Ben bursts out a poker set he brought with him, complete with chips. Oh god, I want to play more poker. As the sun gets closer and closer to setting, we all enjoy the evening. The sun's nearly set. The rest of the pizza's nearly gone, and Ben's run out to get more soda and chips. I look out over the balcony to the city below, forming different plans for what we could do tomorrow. Possibilities really are endless, aren't they? Behind me, I hear Liz chuckling to herself as she clacks the poker chips she drained from us into neat stacks. As it would turn out, she had an unbeatable poker face. Match after match, she would shark the whole table. Wait, what if when she was stretching her neck, she was... Something tugs at my sleeve. Oh my god, she cheated, the bitch.
Hey.
Yo.
Come here.
I'm led by the sleeve to another of the lawn chairs where Olivia sits me down. She then takes a moment to look at me, even goes as far as to adjust my legs for some reason. When she seems satisfied with my position, Olivia lifts herself right onto my lap, with the use of her arms and tail, wiggling herself around until her back is pressed firmly against my chest. Whoa! Kinky, what's this all about? Her tail wraps around my waist, securing herself to me.
Finishing touches.
Look. She points to the propped-up easel. Finally, I can see what she was working on. It's impressive how she managed to draw her villa. She's been working on this for some time, and the piece looks complete already. I start to ask what she means by finishing touches, then she places the brush in my hand.
Hey, Inko, help me finish it.
Her voice is soft and inviting, and her hand covers mine gently. How could I even consider resisting? And... magnifique!
What? No, keep going.
Alright. As I keep going, I start to feel her hand guiding my gentle strokes. Slowly, the beautiful painting reaches completion. All the while, Olivia and I bask in each other's hold. My chin rests atop her hair as she tries to concentrate, and her tail slithers and further coils around my waist, keeping me as close to her as possible. Sadly, we are losing sunlight, and the painting won't be able to dry overnight with how humid it is. Looks fantastic, Olivia.
I know. I just want to keep going, though.
In the morning, then, okay? She grumbles to herself, but I feel her head nod. I try to move my leg, only for her tail to constrict just a bit too tight for comfort.
Stay.
What about...
stay?
Already, she's placed her palette and brush aside, leaning back heavily against me. Now stay, but the painting should be put up.
This gator says later. Right now we cuddle. Is there any pizza left? Yeah, we saved some slices since we didn't want to interrupt your moment. Just shut up. I'm allowed to have this. I'm allowed to have cute boyfriend moment, you bastard.
Liz giggles and bobs her head. A pizza pan is brought over, and a circle is formed around it. Olivia basks in the delicious taste, chomping down on the last slices with a wide smile. I nearly bump something off the table. It's Olivia's sketchbook. Hey, Olivia. You remember back on the second day of school, we played that drawing game in Miss Procklin's class?
Yeah?
I think that was the first big thing to draw us together.
I think you're right.
What was? There's this game the other students would play, passing around a note and doodling on it together.
Oh, that. I never got to participate. I just keep passing it along.
I'd always draw a dick. I kind of want to do it again. Like a little send-off to her year at St. Hammond.
You're corny as fuck.
Nevertheless, she picks up the sketchbook and passes it to me. Yeah, I want to draw what I'll remember the year the most by. Jeez, there's too much to pick from. Let me start then. Headed over this way. Sure. Ben gets the pad and starts carefully scribbling something down. In the meantime, Liz pipes up.
So, any plans yet?
She looks towards Olivia just as she finishes the final slice.
Well, Ben here insists I should at least get some fancy diploma or other, just for the sake of it. So, probably one of the nearby schools here, just for a bit. I meant for tomorrow. Though I could help you find one if you want. I've already got a couple of acceptance letters.
Actually, I've gotten one too. My thing wasn't anything really amazing, truthfully. But at least I won't have to worry about student debt, thanks to my parents offering to foot the bill. Ben passes the sketchbook to Damien.
No dicks.
I know, jeez. What about you, Ben? You gonna go straight to school after the summer?
Well,
He comes to himself as he stares off into the distance.
I was thinking about taking a few months off. Lou, a close friend, has a vacancy in their backpacking trip starting next month. And she said it'd be good for me. I figured I'd consider my future after I've seen more of the world. Aw, is he dating Lunara now?
Sounds romantic, dude. Should tell Lunara how you feel during it, man.
Yeah, Damien.
He grins and points a finger guns at Ben.
Aw, man.
Oh, y'all going right back to school? I was just gonna find a job or something.
Oh, no. Not without some help, Damien. I know you, and you'd end up working as some sign spinner or something.
Hey, sign spinning looks fun. This finally gives Olivia the sketchbook. From my angle here, I see it's really filling up.
No peeking.
Bleh. She makes quick work of her sketch, and finally, the circle is complete when I get the sketchbook back.
Make something good to finish it off, alright?
I get to draw again, do I? No, I don't think I do. The page is a little scrapbook of her time at St. Hammond. Ben had drawn her brief gig as the Attican's apprentices for that wedding. Aww. Damien tried his best, depicting the arcade trip. Here's that one. And Liz chose to depict her dance with Damien. I knew was going to come up eventually. Who drew that? There's that one. Olivia in turn drew our dance together alongside it. Boy, do I have some competition here. Alright. One last drawing. Let's see. I do! Aw, fuck. Oh, what are we gonna end this with? What are we gonna end this with? Fuck. Okay, what do we end this with? Shit. I hate mouse and keyboard drawing. A great artist. I'm a great artist. Eh. Somewhere, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting some. Fuck, what? I don't fucking know. Okay, wet lines everywhere. Draw that puddle around him. He's a wet-ass raccoon. Wet-ass rack. That's what he's known for. Wet-ass rack. There we go. There we go. One final drawing. And done. Isn't it beautiful? My drawing joins the rest, and I look over the whole thing once more. Aww.
Cute. I think you've gotten just a little better.
No, I haven't. I want to keep this one.
It's all yours.
We keep talking about our senior year and what comes next for some time. Finally, the sun has kissed the horizon, framing the balcony perfectly for what I was waiting for. I motioned to Olivia so she'd finally let me stand, which she reluctantly does. Standing and stretching, I feel the pins and needles in my legs slowly fade as I walk to the corner of the balcony. All reliable. I was taking hundreds of pictures with this bad boy. None of them seem to have noticed. They appear, thankfully, as I look again at the chattering group on the balcony. My friends. Somehow I think this picture will mark the precise end of one point of our lives and the start of another. Maybe that's what all pictures do. Alright, quit being edgy and deep. I make quick work setting everything up just right. The angle, the settings, everything. Yep, it's time. Hey, everyone! Heads turn. Olivia rolls her eyes with smiles, saying I'm up to my old tricks. I see where this is going. Alright, just one. Thanks. Got a feeling this one's gonna be a keeper. Damien adjusts his seating to bring Liz closer to him. The focus, f-stop, and ISO are all ideal. No worries for motion blur or anything. I quickly go sit right by Olivia again, embracing her in a similar way. How do we know when it's done? It's not on a timer. I gotta switch here. Oh, so on cheese? Sure. Actually, better yet, I just thought of something just for Olivia. We were talking about this earlier. I tell them what I thought up. Olivia's brow furrows defiantly.
That's lame as fuck. Please don't.
My camera.
Alright, just this once.
You got it. Everyone ready? Once more, I'm enveloped in Olivia's arms and tail, and I can feel her joy and annoyance radiate from her more brilliantly than the last rays of sunlight. All eyes look to my DSLR set in the corner. Smiles adorning faces from the prospect of this moment being immortalized forever. Is this the thumbnail? Here's to the future, yeah.
And to good fortunes to come.
And the good friends we've made.
It's just a picture. Don't fucking make it weird.
I think it's a bit more than that. Nah, you're weird. 3, 2, 1. I wani hug that gator. Aww. How long is my thing? How long is my thing? Not worked. How long is my... God damn it, hold on. How... No. How long is my thing not worked? Fuck, I guess we'll find out. Anyways, look at all the 4chaners who made this game. How long is my microphone not worked? Oh, no. Thank you, Olivia. I barely even have time for myself between studying and whatnot. Why is it skipping? Maybe I should take a break. It'd be nice. Yeah, just quit skipping. Olivia Anon, Sender Anon, Gotcha Anon. Oh, written by... Okay, yeah, they got the whole team there. Like, it looked like my audio cut out, but I don't know when it fucking cut out, and that annoys me. How am I doing? I'm glad you asked. I finally found... Well, fuck me. Alright, you guys just read it. Sorry. I physically cannot pause, by the way. Well, fuck me. You guys go ahead and read that shit, then. Ah, but look at that. Ah, I want to hug that gator. Yeah, you guys keep it up. Keep reading that shit. I'm just gonna give my final thoughts. It's a good game. I like it. I'm glad I gave it a shot. You know, I was judging furry games, and it really is just, when I first played it and, you know, got the first ending I got, it was such a sweet game. And it just is. Made by some questionable individuals, I will admit. Yeah, honestly, the thing with Snoop Game and the 4chaners is always going to be a little bit weird, but hey, tell you what, it's a sweet, stupid little romantic furry game, and we all just need a little romance in our lives, okay? If you're going to shop at Amazon, you can play this stupid fucking game. And, you know, enjoy it. Have fun. Don't be too weird about things though. It's just a game, but it's a nice game. It's lovely. I like the little story, and I like the little cute romantic moments. I love how I don't know, just reminded me of, like, my own little stupid romance. It was nice. So, they did a good job. Congratulations. Yep. I'm not going to bother reading it. You guys can pause it and read it if you want, but it's going too fast for me to read. Yep. Wow, that is... oh, the drugs. Love that. Yep. Look, I don't know what to say. You want me to give more praise, more criticism? I don't know. It's a good game. It's a good little furry romance visual novel game about dinosaurs and people. And yeah. I mean, wait, what more do you want from me, man? You want to... What more do you fucking want from me? Yeah, look, dog, I don't know what else to say, man. We're doing the 80s movie thing. Everyone's like, oh, how did they end up? And yeah, maybe there's more. Maybe we'll get the credits. Oh, yeah, that animation was nice, too. Aw. Spooter. I never understood 4chan culture, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know. I don't get 4chaners. Like, being 100% honest, I do not understand them. They're weird little creepy guys. I mean, yeah, I like, I'm not gonna do any videos on Snoot Game, just because honestly, that game, it's not good. I don't know how to describe Snoot Game, man. It was the Rat King, Jesus. Nutbuster Add-on, Jesus. Devnon. Look, man, Snoot Game, it was... I think they found out that they could, like, write a good romance. 'Cause I have played Snoot Game. And I think, like, halfway through making a hate game about a separate dinosaur game, they realized they could write a somewhat decent romance, and decided to stick with it. That game, though, super transphobic, and I don't care what anyone says. It's not meant to be transphobic. It's, it's meant to be transphobic, man. It's like 8 hours of a guy repeatedly misgendering a dinosaur, because yes, misgendering a dinosaur because, oh no, you're not actually they them because you're dressing feminine, and a bunch of 4chaner fucking corporate gooner nonsense. And I don't know, this one, it's like chill, so I don't mind it. It didn't go into that, which I think is funny. I like it. I guess Ben is, I guess, kind of an antagonist. I don't know. I don't really got any notes on the story. It was good. Maybe maybe a little bit more could have been done with the attic, and his death was kind of just like rushed, and then it was just like, oh, he's dead. Oh, he's dead, and I'm sad. Oh, but I have a boyfriend now, so it's cool. It's chill. Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? We did not meet them before, did we? I don't think we met them. Ted? I don't think I met a Ted before. I want to give people credit, so I'm just gonna sit here and watch it. Oh yeah, the smoking the cigarette and the axe, and the axe murder. What the fuck are you? I don't know these people, dog. Like, I play the game yourself. But we're gonna skip that. Hey, ending 4 of 4. You want to see the other endings? Do it yourself. I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm not. You can't make me. You cannot make me do it. In fact, July 6th, 2027. Oh my god, 2 years after this year. I'm not done. It's never done. No, look at them. Look at them all older. I don't know how I feel about their design. What'd you do to my Olivia? Why is she so thin now? What'd you do to my Olivia? As we step out of the theater hall together, the harsh glare from the afternoon sun is only stymied by my prescription glasses. He got new glasses. No. He looks professional. No. What'd you do to him? The rest of our group aren't so lucky as I listen to their hisses of pain. We stopped just beside the box office poster of the latest work from the production company Olivia and I got to work for.
What did you think?
Olivia and I turned to look at our guests, excited to hear their thoughts. This was the glowing start of our careers, after all. And while we're only interns now, the studio has promised us at least, part-time positions for the quality of our work. My girlfriend's hand-painted poster was definitely drawing eyes. As for me, I was in charge of finding the locales of various scenes, and when I was out in the field taking scenic photos to show directors exactly how certain shots should be framed. That, and I had just started training for actual camera work too.
Well,
I thought it was good.
Man, that script kind of sucked, huh?
Didn't you just ask them for their opinions?
And the score. And the acting. Basically everything that wasn't advertising and cinematography.
Aren't you humble? That movie was fine.
Get better standards. I don't want to work on bad movies. I want to work on good ones. That's true. Nobody ever got anywhere by underselling themselves.
Why is your... I don't like Olivia's design. I don't like Olivia's design. Boo! Should you really be that critical, Liz? You are still selling Olivia's prints, after all.
Well, you also do have to start somewhere. Everyone was an amateur once, you guys. Even you guys.
With a loud harumph, Olivia crosses her arms.
We'll see if I invite you next time, then. And I didn't mean it like that, Olivia. You and Nico did great. The sets look fantastic, and the location's really nice, too. Inko, tell her I didn't mean it.
Olivia already knows. Even with her head turned away, I can see how her tail is flicking side to side. Well, only one thing left to do. Our Dallo-Spano friend motions toward the long and dirty red carpet still sitting in the foyer of the theater. Taking his signal, I slowly push Olivia over it. My partner pretends to wave at an imaginary crowd for the premiere of the film. Finally, we exit the building. Liz is right behind us, holding the door open for Damien as he finishes rolling the runner he brought from home just for the occasion. Rolling up the runner? What?
You guys have any other plans for today?
Yeah. Sorry, but my boss needs me at the studio soon. I want to make sure I remember the script for tomorrow morning's show.
I thought you said you ad-libbed.
I thought you said you ad-libbed everything. Yeah. Why do you think they're calling me in again? I can't hide my wince. It's all good. Writers are just butthurt that I can come up with better lines all the time. Liz sighs.
I've also got business to attend to. There's a full crate waiting in my office that needs to process, and Lunar asked me to set some aside. And then there's the Historical Foundation whose order is missing, and...
Braid sunflower? Damien's hand rubs her back soothingly, making her head droop slightly.
Right, sorry.
That's fine. You already received my newest set, though, right?
Yes, and there's already a queue of buyers. You're really starting to take off.
That's because you're a good saleswoman. They smile at one another. They work together.
Do you two need a ride?
Olivia shakes her head in the negative. We'll be good, Liz. In that case, I guess we'll see you two later. Bye, Olivia. Bye, Inko. My mic wants to not work half the time.
Swing by my office sometime and we'll do brunch.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, and Inko. I receive his silent message with a nod. My fingers brush over my pocket and Damien nods. He smiles in recognition, both of us grinning as our girlfriends look confused. With waves of goodbye, we go our separate ways. our oldest friends heading toward the parking lot, while we veer down the sidewalk. Traveling down the worn pavement of Old Caldera Bluffs, Olivia and I reminisce. Point out how much, or how little the city has changed around us as we wander aimlessly down memory lane. As we wander, I know there's a destination I'm particularly heading for. Carefully, I weave our paths to my end goal, hearing the tiniest of gasps from my girlfriend when she sees the familiar water feature. Entering the park from so long ago, Olivia can only smile and take in how it all still looks exactly the same. Even the stairs upward, though this time I'm more capable of carrying her up. Recently got into a bit of farming as well. Got a little garden going. It's tough work, but the fresh food is, well, fucking worth it. I've been considering documenting my progress and posting it online. Maybe some of my other findings too. Turns out self-sustainability makes you a lot more in tune with the world you live in. Ah, Inko became a fucking bitch. I ease her down gently on the ledge of the fountain, her tail's tip tracing over the water's surface slowly.
Wow. I can't believe it's still here.
Yeah, brings back a lot of memories. Just a moment. The park is all white, the air is cold, and a younger Olivia is sitting beside me. And with a blink, I'm back at the present. Olivia seems to still be in that moment, though as she stares wistfully at the water pouring down the fountainhead. Time passes as I simply stand beside her, listening to the trickle of water splash down. Finally, I feel her clawed fingers take hold of my hand, the scales of her palm meeting the skin of mine. She's finally come back. A heavy, shuddering breath passes through her lips. Welcome back. She rolls her eyes and snorts derisively, but her fingers tighten around my hand. Feels like a lifetime ago now, huh?
Yep. But I still remember it perfectly. Right down to her lousy wishes.
I think they were good wishes. They came true after all.
Yeah, they did. That was a pretty wild day, huh? Real bittersweet.
Yeah.
We were pretty dumb back then. At least I was, trying to jump up here.
And then I helped you the rest of the way, yeah. It was a good kind of stupid.
Miss Scaler got a hold of me the other day. She wants me to be an alumni speaker. Back in the same classroom, even. I'll stand where he stood.
You gonna do it?
I think I will. I want to pass on to others what was passed on to me. In a way, it all started here.
Yeah. Those are some pretty lucky wishes.
I want to test it.
I quirk an eyebrow at her.
I'm saying we should do it again.
Alright then. With my free hand, I reach into my pocket. Oops, wrong one. Only one thing is in that pocket, and it is not a coin. I have to draw away my other hand so I can check my last pocket. And come up with only a single silver quarter. Quarters are not silver.
Well,
Do you want to have the wish? She chews her lip in thought.
what if we both flip it and wish?
Like sharing?
Yeah, like sharing.
Together then. Olivia nods, once more taking my hand. The coin is balanced on my finger, and her thumb is primed to flick it. On 3,
2.
1. Despite the awkwardness, Olivia manages to flip the coin perfectly into the rippling water. I make my wish, curling my hand around hers. Although it sort of forms into a prayer by the end. It's an important one.
Well,
Huh?
what'd you wish for, looking all intense like that?
You go first. Olivia's hand leaves mine once more as she clenches her fingers together on her lap.
To be as good a teacher as he was. And to be able to bring out the most in those around me.
You've already done that with me.
You're making me blush. Cut it out. Okay, what was yours?
My wish. Aww. 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 Can I rest now? Is it over? Is my torment over? That was so... Aww. Alright, look, I already gave my final thoughts. Is it over now? It's over now. I gave my final thoughts already. Good game. Download it on Steam. two things. Oh shit, this is the end of first series I'm actually trying to complete. Fuck. Um, hey, look, if you like this shit, I'm gonna do more stupid furry visual novel bullshit. Got a couple of things in the works right now. I'm fucking around with Little Gator, or Later Gator. I'm fucking around with some shit by Clace. I got some funny things too, maybe some spooky horrors, I don't know, but come on, like, subscribe my videos. I like this game. It's a good game. Yeah, bye.